All right, everybody. Everyday crypto again. We're going to do another rock solid episode. I've got my guru Jason here for for my crypto education and all of our crypto educations. Welcome again, Jason. Thanks for doing this.
John, thanks for having me. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You bet, man. No, we appreciate you. So, I've been hearing you and your friends been talking about GALA Games nodes, how they're great. People should get involved. I just am not confident that I know enough about that whole world and those situations. So I'm hoping you could just give me the pitch on this and tell me why it's a good idea and what I need to know to sort of get into that world.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. And I'm glad you're asking. That's a great question.
Cool.
So let me give you a little bit of history first. Everyone knows that Jason is super bullish on GALA Games. Let me give you the pitch why. So the founder, his name's Eric. I won't say his last name because I always butcher it.
Sure.
But he was a founder of MySpace and Zynga Games.
Okay.
And Zynga Games is the biggest online gaming platform on the planet. And although people forget about MySpace, but it was ahead of the curve, right?
For sure.
It was before Facebook. They just, maybe they were a little too early. Maybe they messed up on a couple of advertising decisions or whatever it was. But he does have vision. He's a visionary. He sees things down the road, and he puts his money where his mouth is, and I really respect that. So he left Zynga Games to found GALA Games.
Okay.
And his vision is a completely decentralized gaming platform that is owned by the people.
Oh, nice.
And I'll be honest with you, I believe he's ahead of the curve on this. And they got deep pockets, huge founders. I mean, he's fully committed.
Right.
And everything they do seems to be right. Like even their front man, Bitbender, he's very public. He's in the Discords. They have a very friendly, active community.
Okay.
So a lot of times you can just judge a project on the community itself, right? If
Sure.
the community is happy and active, it means there's something positive going on.
Right.
So GALA Games is structured, or their plan is to structure it out on their own chain. It'll be called the GALA chain.
Okay.
So you remember, chains are very valuable by themselves. Like Ethereum's worth, $500 billion.
Right.
Terra Luna's worth, $30 billion or maybe $25 billion now. All of them are in the billions, right? So that alone should make you bullish on the idea of GALA Games to have a chain that's completely dedicated to gaming.
Right.
That doesn't exist right now. That's not available.
I see.
And they're going to be the first ones to market because they've been working on this for a couple of years now. So they are pretty far along, and there's speculation that in 2022, that's when that chain will be released. And upon release, fees will be pretty much zero and transactions will be lightning quick. And you won't be reliant on the expensive activities on the Ethereum blockchain, which is where GALA Games is at now.
I see.
So that brings us to the nodes.
Right.
GALA Games is going to run the GALA chain off several different structures. The original structure will be the founders nodes.
Okay.
And there's 50,000 of those. And that's what you're asking about, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Founders nodes. But there will be other nodes and other staking. Like they're going to use a combination of proof of work and proof of stake.
Okay.
And they're possibly going to have other nodes for other games. But the founder nodes is where it's at because there's only 50,000 of them. You're buying the license to one node.
I see.
And the reason why that's special is because you can run nodes for Bitcoin and Ethereum and any other project you want, but oftentimes the only barrier of entry would be technical know-how,
right?
And however much it costs to buy the rig or whatnot, right?
Right.
There's very little barrier of entry. So what happens is it's very profitable at first, and then everyone else shows up and the profitability goes thin. Right. With there only being 50,000 of these original founder nodes, that's it. If you own one of those, and a year from now or 5 years from now, GALA has 30 games on their platform, and they're the biggest gaming platform in the world, and they've changed gaming.
Right.
That node will be very valuable.
I see.
So currently the nodes work something like this. It's super easy. You buy the node, and then you set up the software, and it just runs itself. And if you have multiple nodes, you can use a VPS, a virtual private server, to run it.
Yep.
Not complicated at all.
Sure. And
currently you're getting about 300 GALA per day. So based on the price of GALA, it's anywhere from $200 to $100 a day, something like that.
Okay. Interesting.
That's pretty much the pitch.
Yeah, that's yeah, and it doesn't. And going back to the tech side of things, it doesn't sound, like you said, it doesn't sound terribly. For those of us who might be tech phobic, not terribly difficult to set up. So
I'd be honest with you, it's super easy. I'm not super techie, and I was able to get through it. So
okay. So and obviously we don't necessarily want to lock in pricing and stuff, but from what I understand, they can be pretty pricey. Is that where, I guess that's relative to the person too, but yeah.
Exactly. So price is always relative.
Sure.
People thought they were pricey 3 months ago when they were paying $8,000 for them.
Right.
And 3 months before that, people thought they were pricey when they were like $1,000. And a year before that, when they were $400. So it's all relative. I live in San Diego, and we're currently shopping out rental properties. Mm-hmm. And so currently in San Diego, you can buy a rental property for about $800,000 to $1 million.
Right.
And you're going to earn anywhere from $3,500 to $2,500 a month, minus property taxes and expenses and all that stuff.
Sure.
So you can do that, or you can buy a node, which I think currently they're approximately $90,000.
Okay.
But compare the difference of incomes, right?
Right.
So right now, GALA's on the downside, and the nodes are producing about $100 a day, something like that.
Okay.
That's $3,000 a month on a $90,000 investment.
Wow.
Right. And it's not only that. So the nodes, after the last one is sold, GALA is turning the nodes into NFTs. So the secondary market will kick in the second that last one is sold from GALA nodes. Just imagine how much that one will sell for. Right. The first one on the secondary market, when these things are producing, I'm just speculating, but $1,000 a day, right?
Right.
How much is that thing worth at that point?
Right.
It wouldn't shock me a bit if by the end of 2022, these things go for $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah. When I bought in about 3 months ago when they were about $8,000.
Okay.
And I continued to buy more all the way up to $25,000.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What was I saying?
Oh, no. Just the purchase price back 3 months ago.
Right. So you can see how much they've gone up in value. So back then they were 8,000, 15,000, 25,000, and they every month, every week, every day, it seems like they've gone up in value since then.
Right.
And that's because they've consistently increased on their daily rewards.
I see.
Not by the amount of GALA they give you, but by the price action of GALA.
Right.
And another thing I forgot to tell you about the nodes that's super bullish is, so currently you only receive GALA and a very little amount of Town Coin, which is their game that's still in beta.
Right.
But you'll receive coins from every game that's on that platform.
Oh, okay.
So, when there's 20, 30 games a year from now, you're receiving 20, 30 different currencies from those games.
Right.
And you can see where that would get out of hand very fast.
Sure.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, and let me just see if I'm catching this part of it. No matter what it costs to sort of buy in to get one of these founder nodes, it's going to be worth X amount of dollars at some point, right? So it's, regardless of what it is today, it's worth buying just to have.
Let me give you my answer like this.
Okay.
If successful crypto chains are worth tens of billions of dollars,
right, and
if successful gaming platforms are worth tens of billions of dollars,
right,
and right now the market cap for GALA Games somewhere between $2 and $3 billion.
Okay.
So you're investing in a node that's going to be the underlying tech that provides security and privacy for the transactions on the network.
I see.
You can see the value there, right?
For sure.
If you're making X amount of dollars per day, and then on a speculative value, right? If this thing's only worth $3 billion now,
right,
but it's creating a multi $10 billion, $30 billion chain,
right,
specializing in gaming. And then on top of that, it's not a game, it's a platform.
Right.
Whereas Axie Infinity, I think, has a, $9 billion market cap right now. I haven't looked at it in a while, but that's where it was the last time I looked. And it's just a game, not a platform.
Right.
So you can see the positive upside on this. And I'd be honest with you, I don't worry. Like a lot of my coins, a lot of my crypto, I worry about. When bear market comes, I know they'll be hit super hard.
Right.
I never lose sleep over anything GALA. The nodes, the NFTs, I don't know why. I just have, maybe because I've done so much homework on their infrastructure and their developers and their top management and the back. Sure. I know how confident they are, and that gives me a lot of confidence in the project.
Excellent. No, I mean, that's why I wanted to do this call with you and record it for the masses. Somebody who, I get a little there's trepidatious sometimes with this stuff, but no, you've cleared it up. This is something I definitely want to get involved in. And then, the next step beyond that becomes, dealing with passive income and eventual, growth of the nodes and the platform is how do we handle the tax side of things. Right. So, yeah. Go ahead.
In my personal journey, right?
Right.
Kind of how me and you met.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I met John, right? So I bought a bunch of nodes. I got a lot of crypto flying around. I've got NFTs that are creating daily passive income on top of the nodes. And
right.
I was desperately searching for somebody who can give me accurate tax answers to how to handle this situation. Because really, this is unprecedented in time.
Right.
These are very new things. And your basic tax guy is not going to have accurate information on this. And if he gives you inaccurate information, you'll be liable for the consequences of that. Yep. And that's what we're trying to do here at Crypto Tax Show. This is, why it's here. We want to give people the opportunity to find the answers they're looking for, and for those answers to be accurate and helpful.
No, 100%. And you hit the correct keyword there, accurate. There's no, I mean, you can spin around in a circle and find a million tax professionals, but try and find one that really knows crypto, knows that world, that passive income world.
Very rare.
They're very rare, and they're hard to find. And that's why the team at Crypto Tax Shield is such a precious thing, because we have lawyers and tax professionals that specialize in crypto in particular, and in a lot of ways are setting the standard for the rest of the industry, so.
Yeah, I think the next narrative in crypto is going to be taxes.
Well, that's in the U.S. Here's what's funny is people don't realize until they start getting all these letters from the IRS that, and I'm a big believer in passive income too, and I know you are too. It's great, it's fantastic, but the IRS is watching, so you need to be compliant with your taxation. But that's what a lot of Joe Blow on the street doesn't understand is there's so many things you can be doing to protect that money that you're making passively. Why go through all this just to give it all back in the end, which seems a little silly to me. So
I'll see YouTube videos, and they'll be titled "How to Avoid Crypto Taxes," and I always kind of feel like the title I'm looking for is how to legally address my crypto taxes, right? I don't want to avoid it. I don't want to go, go to jail over it. I just want to, do what's legal and be smart about it. And,
Yeah, no, I don't understand that mentality either. Like you find yourself in a position where you're sort of being blessed with this great opportunity and passive income and making money, and that money's real. You can use it to buy properties and, pay bills and get out of debt and build businesses. And at the same time going, I hope the government doesn't see what I'm doing. Why would you do that? Because everything you're building is now going to come crashing down. So, and
people who've been in crypto for, longer than me, they kind of got this idea that they're under the radar.
Right.
But we know now that that's not the case. The IRS is super smart. They know what's going on, and they've hired the big brains to get them caught up on what's going on in crypto. So, hey, it's the next step. Regulation, taxation. It's what brings this whole thing to the masses, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, this has been great, man. Yeah, and just you and I come from a similar position of we want everybody to be successful. Just do it the right way and make sure that you keep out of trouble. That's all this really boils down to. But Jason, thanks so much, man. This has been great. I'm going to dip my toe into this world, and I might be hitting you up for some more info. Maybe a few days down the road, maybe we'll talk some more about this and kind of see where we're at.
Whatever you need, John, I got you.
All right, man. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Take care.